And here are the answers to the quiz questions. Question 1. The security review module will make your site secure, true or false? And the answer is false. It can help you make the site more secure yourself, but it doesn't actually change your site in any way. Question 2. If you use HTML in the source for a text area that is not allowed in the text format, what happens? And the answer is C. The non-allowed HTML will be permanently removed the next time the content is edited and saved, but only if there's a WYSIWYG enabled. The non-allowed HTML does get removed from the content when it's displayed, but not permanently. The content stays the same in the database as when it was saved. It will only be permanently removed if it's edited out in the edit form, and that can happen if you have a WYSIWYG enabled that's stripping out non-allowed HTML. Question 3. Images uploaded through IMCE are unmanaged files, true or false? And the answer is true. Because of this, it's important to be aware that when you delete an image through IMCE, that you could be affecting other places where that image is being used. Question 4. Which text formats are usable by authenticated users by default? And the answer is B and C, basic HTML and restricted HTML. Plain text is allowed for authenticated users, but it will only be usable if both basic HTML and restricted HTML are removed from their role. And question 5. To see CSS styles rendered in the WYSIWYG, what do you need to do? And the answer is C, add a setting to a custom theme. It would be nice if there was some other way, but as of this recording, there's not. Alright, let's take a look at the solutions to our challenges. So the first challenge was to subscribe to security announcements on Drupal.org. So once you're on Drupal.org, you'll need to go to your profile and click Edit, go to My Newsletters, and check the Security Announcements box here and click Save. It's possible that by the time you're viewing this, that this will be moved to your account profile. So if we go back to Account and scroll down to the bottom, you can see other mailings that you can subscribe to, and the security mailing may end up here as well. Challenge 2. Create a new button group in the basic HTML text format that includes undo and redo buttons. So we've made it to the text formats and editors page. Let's edit our basic HTML. I'm going to click Configure next to it. And then here in the toolbar configuration, I'm going to click Show Group Names. This will reveal a button to add a new group. We'll call this Undo Redo. And I'll drag the Undo and Redo buttons over to it. Scroll down to the bottom and click Save. And now if we edit content, I'm going to open up our content page and edit Delete Me. We now see our Undo and Redo buttons. Okay, I'm going to close this out. Challenge completed. Let's roll this back. So I'll go to configure our basic HTML. I'll click Show Group Names, and I'm going to drag the Undo and Redo buttons back up to the button list. And emptying out this group will just remove it when we save. So let's save the configuration. We can go back in to make sure that it's gone by clicking Configure and show the group names again, and our group is gone. And our final challenge, limit the file size of image uploads for the basic HTML text format to 8 megabytes. So from our last challenge, you might still be on the basic HTML text format edit page. Once you're here, you can scroll down to Image under the CK Editor plugin settings, and under maximum file size, we'll set it to 8 megabytes, and click Save. All right, challenge complete. Let's roll this back. We'll go back to configure this text format. We'll click Image. We'll remove the restriction here and click Save Configuration. So I was up all night trying to figure out what it is I was going to see in this chapter when pressing the return button. There's a lot of animals out there that are bigger or more evolved than a kangaroo. And maybe the gift of this, really, is that it's a surprise. There's no way to know before I press return what it is I'm going to see. All right, I'm doing it.